Walter Krauss is back in his home, walking its familiar hallways, and breaking and entering. But the previous residents here are all shambling, walking dead, or enraged ferals, looking to pummel him to death. He's made it through most of the top level, but there are still a few apartments that remain, and their previous residents. With the level cleared, he should be able to rest up top without too much noise and disturbance. And with ample supplies, he very well could end up calling this apartment tower home for a good long while yet. Until it shows up, that is. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Raikon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, into our short survival series, where Walter is going to continue making his way through this apartment building, tired as he is. You gotta do it, son. And so, let's smash these bodies that we took out in the last. We're gonna check them to see if there's anything useful, and then we're gonna continue moving on throughout the rest of this apartment, and then the next. So, as ever, I'm gonna be moving through pretty quickly, seeing what I can find, and seeing if I can find anything actually useful, like thread. I'll be highlighting those things as we continue our journey throughout this place. A lot of activity from the south here. Oh, and it sounds like there might be some in here as well. Let's keep our eyes and ears open. Okay, there is a kid here who is now stumbling towards us. And I was going to say it's not much of a shot, and it isn't. Only 18 damage. We're probably going to need to try and back up a little bit here. And we will. And steadying up once again. We'll see what we can do. There we go. Let's quickly smash that body and continue on. Chemistry essentials for dummies. Wonderful. Oh, and a feral out of nowhere with a rock at our chest. Okay, a grazing hit. Let's back up. There are 2 ferals in here. Wonderful. Both knocking us off balance and actually making our breath give out. Must have hit us pretty hard in the chest there. Let's back up a little bit further. That's a bit better, 23 damage, heavy arterial bleeding. We could always swap over to an automatic fire, and honestly, I think with there being 2 of them here, we're gonna go for it. Because at the very least, some of those bullets are gonna tear into the one behind, and we're gonna do that one more time as, our torso did take a bit of a battering then. There we go, blasting away, the one in front is down, and we only have 1 more in front of us. We're backed against the wall, we're going to spend the ammunition. Unfortunately, quite a few of the shots go through, but the ones that counted did hit it. Changing back to semi-automatic, let's see if we can get maybe 1 or 2 more strikes in here without taking too much more damage. Oh, that hurt our right arm. Another shot, come on. That's a little better. 51 damage, let's smash that corpse, and let's quickly reload. And we're also going to need to catch our breath at the same time. There we go. Now, we are going to want to try and see to our wounds, the bruising that we picked up there, but that can wait until we're back up on the roof. An MP3 player, a very useful tool for us to have, and an e-ink tablet PC, brilliant. So we're going to be able to scan our books onto that. It's going to be more efficient carrying that than a whole laptop computer. We also have a survivor's note here. I had a phobia of bees before they grew to enormous sizes. Yep. Even more so now, I'm sure. You can at home, and self-esteem for dummies. 2 more books. Oh, hello, dead one. Step up, and let's move back. 1 more shot. There we go. Sleeping pills. Now, I will take some of them. Good for us to have, as we are actually, we are addicted to them. And I might actually start trying to take some of these memory cards as well, specifically the unread ones where we find them. And hey, a soldering iron. A book on paramedics? Yeah, we'll grab it. And actually, hiking boots. What are we wearing at the moment on our feet? Just sneakers. Let's go for the hiking boots instead. There we go. Bit of an upgrade. Oh, and I think we're relatively overburdened now in terms of weight. So we are going to be getting out of breath just walking around. So I'm going to try and be cautious of that. Well, I'll be damned. We got a survival kit box down here with some useful items. We're going to be taking the flares. We're also going to be taking the locksmith kit and the solar backpack too. And now we are going to catch our breath because we've cleared effectively the outside of this space now, and there are just the inside apartments to check out. We're going to be getting increasingly overburdened while we're doing that. Oh, we actually have down here to check as well. So yeah, we're going to keep this moving along fast. Oh boy, we've got some cakes just hanging out on the table here. We're going to be just eating them until we are feeling nice and satisfied. While we're at it, we are going to have some aspirin to help deal with that moderate pain we've got building up. Another unread memory card. Interesting. I don't know if all of these have been the same, but I just opened this door. It was a locked door, and I just opened it. No trouble. This might be our home. There are some shell casings on the ground in here. Superhero spider body. There's a Spider-Man suit in there. There's also a fanny pack that we might be able to get away with wearing. We most certainly can. All right, we'll keep it on. Got some Magic the Gathering cards here as well. Yeah, you know what? I think that this is probably our lad's apartment, and it's been pretty roughed up. With one locked door at the back, not much else in here. A wedding dress. More than likely, he was living here with a parent or two, but they're not here anymore. I think we can imagine what might have happened early in the Cataclysm. Let's keep on moving, lad. Oh, and it seems like we're probably going to encounter some kind of resistance here, so we'll catch our breath before we start to step on in. Yeah, it's in this room here. There it is, a decayed zombie, stumbling out of the dark towards us, or not? Okay, it's staying up there for now. It's aware of us, and it's getting closer. There we go. A good shot to take it down. And another unread memory card. ACM Computing Reviews, we'll take it. And a charcoal smoker. I mean, it's going to be heavy, but we'll put it in one of those packs. Lug it along with us. It's full of charcoal right now. Car and driver, we do need to get better at driving. Oh, and there's definitely something here. We heard movement. Okay. Maybe back around the corner in the other apartment. And we're going to do a little bit of a test here. We'll see if this opens. Oh, it does. They all open. And we can see something in the dark. We'll go for a precise strike if we can take it. I hope we hit. We'll take another. And something died. A careful shot here. Okay. A zombie stumbling out the dark with heavy arterial bleeding. That's a good aim. Let's take it. Good. Both are down. Some low-grade meth. We'll leave it for now. Ooh, but what do we have back here? We got a baseball bat for one, which is a fantastic melee weapon. And there is also a safe back here, which we could try and crack. But I think we're going to need a stethoscope. Oh, and it sounds like there is some kind of police bot or a feral cop downstairs, and oh boy, look at all of those heat signatures down there. Someone's paying attention to us now. We'll keep on doing some precise strikes down this way. Oh, there we go. That's a feral human that just dropped, and I'm imagining these are probably other feral humans. Indeed, they are, because rocks have started flying. Hello there. Steadying up, we've got one, and that's a deranged axeman behind this one here. So we cannot muck around here. We need to take this one down, and then I'm going to try and send a fully automatic shot into this axeman, because that is a dangerous figure who is nice and close, which I don't like. Come on. That's damage, but it's not enough. Oh no, something hurts. Stop aiming. Yes. The axe comes down on our torso. We fire again. As the axe comes down, we take out one behind. Heavy arterial bleeding. Bad bleeding. But our torso and our right leg are starting to feel it. The armor is starting to crack. Something hurts. We have to hold. Our right leg is a mess. We fire again, and they're dead. How quickly our fate can turn. Oh boy. Let's have a look at everything. The molly pack took the most damage there, but our right leg is a mess. It's only bleeding lightly though. That was mostly blunt damage we were taking there to both our torso and our right leg, but our right leg was already injured. We've only got 5 rounds left at this stage, so we're just going to put a full fresh magazine in there in case someone else comes along, and we're going to try and deal with those wounds. First of all, using gauze, and then we are going to go and put some antiseptic on that. Youch. That is, very, very rough. Well, before all of that, I was going to say the safe is something that I imagine Walter would be interested in trying to crack, but we're probably going to need a stethoscope to be able to hear any of the combinations shifting and changing. Let's see what we got here. A leather cattail and a wood axe. Yeah, that's what was coming down on us. A deranged axeman. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's top off the other magazine that we've got. Much better. And let's continue. Oh boy. And we just got jumped by a kid. Okay, backing up, and there's someone else in here as well that wasn't here before. We are not fast right now. We are slow as heck. The best thing that we could probably do right now is go for our sidearm, because we're in close and it is going to be faster for us to fire. So we try and steady up, take a shot at the kid. We're going to need one more of those. And that's not enough. A grazing hit. Come on. There we go. We've got another something in the darkness. We hear smash. And it's a feral. We take a shot and we take it down in one. I think that was the only one there. Let's get our breath back, smash these bodies, and put that handgun back in there. Carbine in hand. Let's be wary of that happening again. Because right now, each step that we take is taking us that much longer. Fletcher's friend, we'll be taking all these books for now. But you know what? I'm also thinking, maybe we have done enough down here. Let's wear that gold ring. Maybe we should just be heading back up onto the roof now to rest and recover and everything else. Let's catch our breath first of all. Yeah, there certainly are some more apartments to go, but yeah, let's just call it there. We're in intense pain, so maybe not morphine, but we will take 2 codeine for now and see if that starts to assist us. And here we are, back up on the roof. We're going to close, well, that first of all, and then that. And we'll be turning off our infrared goggles. Let's head back on over towards our little encampment that we've got. Oh, we're very, very slow right now, just with everything that we're carrying. It's going to take us a while to get it down there, but we will get them down there. And you know what? We're going to bring that brazier over as well. So for now, we're just going to have pretty much a pile of things. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. Shifted. We'll get the brazier and then we'll have a look at cycling through some of those books, because it's only really going to be worth us keeping the ones that we can actually learn things from, or rather not keeping them, transferring them into our little PDA. Okay, let's start to flick through everything that we got here. Now, because we read from them, we picked up most of them again. We're going to be dropping off everything that is grey and just keeping that away from us for now. So Carcraft, Paramedics, Self-Esteem for Dummies, all of that stuff can go for now. And back over here, we are going to be using that e-ink tablet PC to store a book, and we're going to go through one by one and get these all stored. And yeah, we're just taking pictures of the book, and that's how we're getting them effectively digitized. Some of them take a lot longer than others to do. Now, we're probably still going to read the physical books, but the fact that we have all of those books with us now digitally is really good, because it means that we keep any of the recipes that we learned with us along the way. Oh boy, but look at us. We are hungry, we are thirsty, and we're a little overweight, so we don't want to overeat. We've already had quite a few calories today, so we could probably get away with just having some triple sec. Yeah, let's knock back some of the wine, and we'll finish off one of those hard seltzers, and then we'll just drink some mineral water there. Our vitamin intake seems to be totally okay, so that's good. And hey, look, we're not in pain. Our torso has actually started recovering a little bit, and same with our right leg. Now, we are probably going to want to try and see if we can get a greater form of wound care, the wound care expert, or alternatively work on getting our first aid skill up higher. So we can get our health care to 3 with the big book of first aid. I think that's going to be the first thing that we start to read here. And honestly, as we're reading, what I'm going to do, I think we're going to be listening to an MP3 player, just to help our mood stay that much higher. Oh, and our mouth is actually getting a little bit cold. Everything's kind of getting a little bit cold, because I mean, we are on top of a roof here, so that is, I guess, to be expected. Let's go and wear the blanket that's up here for now. Oh, I did forget the sleeping bag downstairs. Let's just stay curled up in the bed for now and continue reading. And that is the last of the light. It is 10 past 8, and honestly, I think we're probably just going to go to sleep right away. We are going to go and put the blanket back down, beneath us here. We're going to be able to use that to just make it more comfortable for us to sleep throughout the night. We could go back down and try and grab the sleeping bag, and let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to turn off the MP3 player just so that we can kind of hear what's going on around us. We'll turn on the infrared goggles and we'll head back down. Let's see. Actually, that's going to be the nearest staircase, but we might run into some trouble. I hope not. I hope not. We could also have a look at finding something that's going to keep our head a little bit warmer. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, we'll continue to make our way through here. We'll turn on safe mode just to be safe. And let's see. Is that it here? It is the rolled sleeping bag. Let's just move you to there for now. Okay, and let's head back up. There we go, close them up behind us. And let's get situated over here. Sleeping bag, bam. You're in a good spot there. We're feeling okay. We're tired. We definitely need to have a really good sleep here. We're just going to check our wounds. So our right arm is considered to be poor at the moment. Let's see if we can just kind of like refresh our bandaging. Yeah, we want to make sure that we've got it good on our right leg and our torso. And yeah, we'll give them some more antiseptic too. Maybe just the wipes for the torso. And same thing for the left arm and the right arm. Okay, well, we've got our gun in hand at the moment. We're going to try and go to sleep. We've got a lot of sight around us, so if we do get woken up, we'll be okay. Time to sleep. Time to try to sleep. Oh, and you know what? Do we want to take some sleeping pills? Are we suffering the effects of not having them yet? We really haven't. So I think we're going to hold off a little bit longer. Oh, and yeah, we are definitely going to take off the dry duffel bag. We do not need to be carrying that right now. The police duty belt has 76 items. I think a lot of that's probably ammunition, if I had to take a guess. Yeah. Let's just leave that there for now, and we will rest our head. I think at this stage, I'm probably going to call us trying to fall asleep just naturally. We are going to use some sleeping pills here. Knock that one back for now because, yeah, we're an insomniac in general. It's going to be difficult. Even under the best circumstances, we're going to have a hard time. Let's hope that helps. And I think we are actually asleep. Yes. And good morning. It is 5:07 a.m. and it's nice and bright up here on the roof. We've been awoken by the bright morning light, and what a good morning it is. Our torso is looking great and our right leg has mended rather well. We are going to have to rebandage those, and we're going to do it right away because there are more bandages downstairs if we need them. Making sure that we actually mend properly is going to be more important. So we're actually going to put an extra one of those bandages on our left arm and our left leg, and we'll use some alcohol wipes to just disinfect if we need to. It doesn't look like we need to at this stage, so hey, that's okay. We are hungry this morning, but I think we're going to wait a little bit longer before we have ourselves a meal. We're probably just going to stay here in bed and continue just flicking through that big book of first aid, using our MP3 player to just improve our mood. And then I think once we've done that, we might want to try and practice some throwing, just in case we need to throw a grenade in the future. We'll not blow ourselves up. And we're just past 9 a.m. and we've got our point. Level 3 in healthcare. And we're actually tired still. We didn't have a great sleep and we skipped a whole night of sleep, so it is going to take us a little while before we actually end up, catching up. I think we'll just start off by snacking on these cheese spreads because they're likely to go off first. That one's already rotten, so we are not going to eat it. Thank you. Context menu. And of course, we're tired. Let us have some mineral water, not triple sec at this time in the morning. We're going to keep on listening to our music and we're going to go and have a look at practice. We can do advanced bandaging to get wound care expert. It will take us a while to get that proficiency though. So yeah, we can actually do some computer learning here as well. Let's go throwing. Throwing before anything else. This should get our throwing skill to level 3. And we're just using the metal dice that we picked up to practice this. We're going to stow our rifle for now. We've got our first proficiency, or rather skill level, but we're going to keep on going. And there we are, level 3 in throwing. We had close to level 2 to begin with. We will stop practicing, just throwing around that metal dice. It's given us a much better aim. And speaking of aim, I wouldn't mind having a look through here Yeah, unfortunately there wasn't anything that was going to help us specifically with our marksmanship or rifles. We can learn a thing or two about computers. We have mechanics as an option as well. Really, I'd love to be learning a thing or two about devices so that we might be able to set up some traps, even if they are very, very basic traps. Let's actually just have a look at other here, and we'll have a look at traps and see what we can make. We could do a full-on bear trap, but no, what we're probably likely to try and do is put together some nailboard traps. I mean, tripwires can be really quite useful as well, but we can also trip over them. I guess the thing is, the only way to improve devices is by trying to make the bigger things. But yeah, no, we're not going to be able to make that. Nailboard traps are the best that we're going to be able to do. Well, in that case, I think the next thing that I would like to try and work on is the equipment that we've got. Trying to mend this as much as possible, I think, is going to be what I want to do. We've got a sewing kit. So all we're going to need is just some resources. We've got our sleeping bag here. I think we can probably cut up this blanket without too much trouble. And I think it would make more sense for us to disassemble it if we can. So yeah, that'll give us some cotton sheets, some thread. That should be enough to work with. We might need scraps though, so we might have to go further with that. But we'll see. Let's go for the sewing kit first of all, and we want to try and repair. Now, the success chances aren't great across the board because, well, we've got tailoring 1. We will improve that. I think we'll just start off with the t-shirt because there isn't any chance of us damaging it at this point. Oh, and we do need patches. So let's go and disassemble these sheets. And we should have enough to get started on that. And hey, tailoring's back up to 2. We'll continue working on this. And we've got it looking perfect. Okay, so next up, the cargo pants. We actually have an okay chance to work on that, and same thing with the hoodie. Let's start with the cargo pants, and we'll say until success or failure. And once we get it to this point here, you can see that there's no chance of us damaging it. It's just a question of how long it takes us to actually mend it. So the more damaged something it is, the more difficult it is for us to repair it. But the hoodie's already looking pretty good, and there we go. That's that done. Onto the leg pouches next. Oh, materials available. So we're probably going to need Kevlar or something like it to try and repair that. Synthetic fabric patches. So the way we're going to be able to get that is by cutting up synthetic fabric stuff. So let's do it. Our MP3 player was nearly out of battery. We'll go and turn that off for now. And you know what? I wonder if we could plug it into the solar backpack that we've got. Let's actually see if we can activate that first of all. Solar. We'll unfold it, and I wonder whether or not we need to wear it to actually be able to use it. We're just going to drop it on the ground for now. So that's the solar backpack down there. Yeah, see, I'm intrigued as to whether or not we'll be able to plug like the soldering iron like into vehicle controls or appliance. Let's try there. Can't attach there. Well, I guess that's okay. Oh, you know what? It's probably just inserting things into it. And maybe it charges that way. I'm not sure. So this has an integrated cable which can be plugged into a cable charger system CBM. Yeah, like we can't insert things into this right now. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it be. That's fine. We're gonna be heading back downstairs. We are going to be trying, let's get the rifle out first. Yeah, we're gonna be trying to see if we can find just some synthetic fibers that we're gonna be able to bring back up. And I suppose we could check out the other apartments down here. Yeah, okay. We'll do that first. Infrared goggles are on, and we'll just go through. We'll see if there are any other books that we want to grab, and we'll also see if there's anything that might be synthetic. I'll also be picking up some extra bandages and whatnot while we're down here. Oh yes, and we do need to check those memory cards up top. That is something I'll need to try and remember to do. Ah, wonderful. An alarm. Okay, well, if there's anyone else left on this level, they'll be heading our way. Ooh, we've got the hand loader's helper book here, which will teach us a little bit about, hand loading ammunition. We have an anti-parasitic drug here, which we'll save for a rainy day. Oh, and we have a magic 8-ball. We can't say no to that. We have to take it. 5 unread memory cards, a fancy hairpin, more unread cards, and a USB drive with Hack Pro on it. Way of archery. Well, our first synthetic fabric we've found, a wetsuit shirt. We'll be taking that. And the leotard is lycra, which is a synthetic fiber, but I think it's got to be a specific type here. So we'll just hold on to that wetsuit for now. Some copper wire and some more cards. Nice big first aid box here. We'll be taking all those supplies. And looks like we've got some more sleeping pills. Oh, and hey, we do actually have someone still here, a feral human who hasn't actually seen us yet. So we'll try and get away with a precise strike using semi-automatic fire. And there we go, 8 damage. It's enough to get their attention. Actually, hang on, no, it was enough to kill them? Okay, well, they were really injured. That is surprising. They must have just been clinging on to life. Oh boy, jeez. Okay, well that feral human scared the crap out of me. Let's start backing up. Also, very, very injured, so I don't know. I don't know where you came from. You know what? These are feral humans that we didn't kill, but something else did. No, but then if they revive, they wouldn't be feral humans. Somehow they're just clinging on to life at this point. And we're more than happy to remove that life. They could have come from downstairs, possibly. If they heard us, they could have darted for the staircase here and tried to make their way up towards us. I think that's probably what ended up happening here. Yeah, gotta think so. Oh boy, let's carry on. We got Batter Up over here, Computer Science 301, and the rest, well, thought we'd had most of them. We'll grab both of these. And sure, the Baker's Companion too. Well, we got ourselves a joint here. Metasoft here on a USB driver. Now, I don't know if we can use the USBs and even some of the memory cards with the tablet PC, but we will try. How to Trap Anything? That sounds like a good book for us to have. And that is a heck of a safe, an electronic gun safe. There's no way we can hack it. Okay, well, we're gonna have to learn how to hack an electronic gun safe that big. Surely that's gonna have something good in it. Yeah. Okay, I mean, we've got the hacking software. Can we utilize that in this somehow? Like, oh, a hacking tool with enough charges, so no. Not an option just this second. Never say never though. Got basic chemistry and so what clothing. Another first aid kit down here as well. Good little supply closet. More synthetic fiber. Diving gloves. Some more copper wire, okay, and I believe this is the last apartment for us to check. We've checked every apartment on this level now, cracking it open. Novice bow hunter. Day trading, I don't think that's going to help us out, but you know what? We'll take it in how to succeed in business as well. Oh, and they're not cargo pants, but black camo tactical pants. That sounds good. We'll chuck them on, and we'll have to unload our cargo pants. Mathemax software, and that's it. That's all that we got. So we're going to be heading back up to the roof with our synthetic fibers and everything else. And we'll be dealing with the fiber first of all. It does look like we might just have to butcher them. Yeah, cut them up. That's a decent amount of fabric patches. I'd hope that would be enough for the repairs that we need to do. And if we can't do those repairs, well, then we can have a look at increasing our skill a little bit further. Let's start with that ammo pouch. Excellent. And the assault pack, while I would love to do it, I don't think we're going to be able to do it just yet. So we're going to have to go through the rest of the manuals that we have here, read them, see what we can use, what we want to keep, and what we don't. Okay, and that's all of those dealt with. Now, tablet PC, let's start storing the rest of these books. And our books are dropped off and all fully scanned. It's 3 in the afternoon, we're hungry. I think we're just going to have one big dinner today. Our right arm is still pretty well bandaged, so we're not going to touch that for now. I think we are going to go and read So What clothing. Try and get our tailoring skill a little higher. Let's also reload that MP3 player with a nice new battery so that we can keep ourselves entertained while we are reading along. After we've been able to repair our equipment, I think we might want to have a look at the trapping options and if that trapping book is actually going to help us. But it already looks like it's going to be getting late. I don't think we'll be finishing this book tonight. No siree. It's dark and now it's too dark. So popping on over to our chair, we've still got 2 cheese sandwiches we can knock back. So yeah, we'll do that. And we'll have our mineral water. We'll have a little bit of triple sec. And then we are going to have a sleeping tablet. Don't mix those things. We're dead tired now. We're full. Everything's bandaged, still totally okay. Let's sleep it all off. Oh, just as soon as we turn off our electronics. Oh dear. And we have awoken. It is just before 3 in the morning. We took sleeping pills before we went to sleep, and we drank some alcohol as well, so we were quite well under. We've heard something to the north and below, a smash and a crash. How big of a smash and a crash? Obviously it's enough for us to wake up. How bad do we think it is? Could it be our friend? And by friend I mean our enemy, our nemesis. Let's go and turn on our heavy duty flashlight for a moment to, oh, there we go, get sight of the area around us, and we are hearing crashing beneath us. Oh yeah, over here by the air conditioning unit. So we cleared the floor, right? As best as we were aware, we cleared everything down here. Looking at this space here, I don't think that there are any fire escapes on this side, so it could, oh, it's lower still. Lower still? It's on the bottom floor. Okay, the fact that we're hearing something crashing on the bottom floor, that's significant. That's a lot of noise. Yeah, and if it's ongoing like that, then there's a strong chance. Oh, it's kind of heading this direction? Oh, it's right beneath us. Okay, no, we need to wait until we can hear the sound. Yep, there it is again. Okay, and it's still on the bottom floor, shuffling. We're hearing shuffling all the way down there. That's got to be some pretty loud shuffling. I mean, I know it's quiet out, but that is walls collapsing. Oh boy. I mean, I'm convinced that this is he. This is the nemesis. This is our pursuer. It's got to be, with that level of sound, finding us at this time of night as well, though. And yeah, all the way down here. So there is a staircase. We could utilize the stairs to be able to get down there to fire off some shots and hope. Having a look at everything that we've got here, caffeinated chewing gum, we're going to go and knock that back because we need to stay awake right now. And yeah, I wish, there's so many other things that I wish we prepared for. Chocolate covered coffee beans. It took me 10 times to say that. I had to remove them many times. We are going to eat them because we want to have that extra energy right now, and we don't actually feel tired, so it's doing work. Okay, the fact that it's like right underneath where we are standing, it knows exactly where we are, but it doesn't know, I guess, where precisely. I'm afraid that if we go over towards this staircase now, that it's just going to be waiting at the bottom of the stairs by the time that we actually get down there. Let's just have a look and see if the sound follows us. It's quiet again, like really quiet, suspiciously quiet. Okay, don't know how I feel about that. Oh, no, it's back again and it's right beneath us. Shuffling. We've never heard shuffling that far down before, so Walter, are we going to try and do this thing now? I mean, yep, we've got ammunition. We've got 3 magazines that are totally good to go. We also have grenades as well. We could open with a grenade. I think it's probably better to open with some full auto shots, but grenades are definitely on the cards. We're going to turn our light off for now, and actually we're going to go in here and we are going to redesignate that just so that we can turn it on and off nice and quick. And our infrared goggles, we're going to pop them on now. Oh man. Okay, it's right beneath us. The sound is right beneath us. Oh boy. So here's what I think we need to do then. If it's like right beneath us like that, it's going to be destroying the floor. So that staircase is probably completely gone at this stage. So the only thing that I think we can probably try and do is get over here as fast as we possibly can. The thing is, the sound is tracking us pretty well. Let's go for this and let's just try. We're going to start to make our way down the staircase here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Glass shattered there. We're on the bottom floor now. Okay, we are seeing a significant portion of heat signatures over here. Do we dare turn on our light? No, I don't think so, not yet. Oh boy. And there is a heat signature all the way down here. medium in size. Medium in size. Are these all medium in size? Let's just have a look. Also medium in size. Okay. We're going to turn on the light. Boom. We have light. We have light. We can see zombies. And it's just another zombie down there. Just zombies. Is that right? I mean, there's a horde here, sure. But it's not our pursuer. Okay. We're going to let them close in for a moment or two. And then we're going to go back up again. We'll turn our light off when we get up to here. And then we'll continue making our way back up towards the top. We'll use the other staircase. I keep closing the wrong door. Okay. Let's have safe mode on, just so that we don't accidentally walk into terror. Because, yeah, that level of destruction, it's not normal. Okay, down we go. Down again. And I think this is going to put us on the bottom floor, if I had to take a wild guess. Oh, yeah, that's where we're hearing the sound. Up and in here. And the wall has been destroyed here. The brick has been destroyed. And we're seeing something through here. Yet again, a medium figure. Let's get that light on. Okay. Well, there's a lot of dead here. Like a massive amount of them. But we're not seeing anything big other than numbers. The numbers are significant. That's a lot of ferals. A horde could potentially do the damage that they're doing. And that could be all that we're dealing with here. A horde. And if that's the case, well, those grenades we have, we can put them to use. Dr. Dong style. Okay. All right. Let's start moving. Turn that off there. Actually, we could even do it from here. The ferals will probably follow us, though. That's the thing. Oh, and okay. Turn the light back on for a moment. So what I'm suggesting here is dropping grenades. If we drop them from up the very top, we're going to stand a much better chance at not injuring ourselves. If we drop them from here, I mean, there's, I guess, more of a chance it's going to hit the target, but there's also a strong chance that we could also get hit. Let's just move around here for a moment. Like, if we could get them to kind of pile around there, that would be amazing. I'm still not convinced that our big bad friend isn't here. There's still a possibility that he is, and that possibility terrifies me. No, let's go up. Let's go all the way up, and we're going to see if we can bring this congregation out this way here. Yeah, let's get moving. Over here, and we are just going to yell. We're going to make some noise. And then, let's see, we are going to use one of those light sources that we've been picking up. Ooh, also, magic 8-ball. Okay, let's ask, is our pursuer here? Signs point to yes. I don't know if we trust it. But yeah, we've got 2 grenades here. I am willing to use one of them in this instance, but we want to make sure that it's used to its best ability. And we are going to want some flares for that. I'm guessing we have, left them over here. Let's have a look at our little pile. And yes, there are flares. Okay, we hear smash beneath us. The reason why I'm wanting the flare is because I want to see what's going on down there. Okay, onto the railing we go. We're going to activate one of the flares. Let's see. You strike a flare and light it. We're going to drop it over the edge here. Active flare. And there we go. It should be on its way down now. And can we see it at the very bottom? We can. Okay, so that has lit up a fair amount of the area. We are seeing down and around there. We're not seeing any dead, though, around it at the moment. Let's go ahead and yell out again. So, oh my god, do you see it? We all saw that, right? There was something there. It moved so quickly. I think that was the pursuer. I think the magic 8-ball was right. I am relatively sure that that's what we saw down there. I was moving the turns way too quickly. Let's go put safe mode on so that if we do see something, it will alert us. We'll yell yet again. And I guess what we could do is we could move around the other side here. Oh, we can see some dead down there. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's there. It's there. Relentless Hulk. That is our pursuer, and that is an army of the dead at its feet. We see it, a hulking zombie, swollen to the size of 6 men. Its inky black eyes are locked on you. No matter how far you run, it always seems to find you. Oh boy. We can see it pretty clearly right now. Let's back away for a moment here. We're going to drop the carbine on the ground. We are going to wield one of our grenades. And we could throw the grenade down, but honestly, I don't know if we want to throw or drop it. Let's wield that one to begin with. And as we come back out here again, yeah, more trouble. Okay, I want to go around the side here because I think that's going to give us the best chance. Ow. To actually get it. And here is the position I'm wanting to look at. Looking down here, we can kind of make out that there are a lot of dead there. A lot. We can't see our pursuer right this second. We're going to activate this grenade, and we're going to drop it over the edge. Dropped. And there it goes. It's on its way down. A feral human dies, and I don't think that was from the grenade. Run back, and then we're going to drop prone on the ground. And we wait. No way. What? Kill your pursuer. Successfully completed. There is no way we did that with one grenade. You were kidding me. Walter. Oh my gosh. Look at the devastation down there. That grenade was at the perfect height when it exploded to rain shrapnel down on every one of the dead down there. There is a corpse among the dead here, a corpse that will belong to our pursuer, but we need to make sure that that pursuer stays dead, remains dead. Hot damn. And Legionnaires, I hate to do it to you, but that is where we're going to wrap things up for today's episode. And if Walter was successful, that means we've just got one more episode to go in this season of our short survival series. In the next episode, he will need to confirm that kill, and if he can, then he has done what so many others were unable to do. Quite the victory, lad. But what comes next? Well, as ever, safety will need to be sought. That evac shelter, that's a good start. And so I ask you all, please, if you enjoyed today's episode, consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rykon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.